Have you ever been petting your cat? She's purring blissfully, and then suddenly, without any warning, her claws or teeth sink into your hand. At that moment, you probably thought you did something wrong, offended her, or simply that cats have an unbearable personality. But what if I told you that it's not about you and not about her mood? This sudden act of aggression is an echo coming from the depths of millions of years of evolution. You weren't just petting a pet. You, without knowing it, invaded a sacred territory, violating an ancient code of survival that still governs the behavior of this small predator. To understand this sudden change, imagine for a second the world through a cat's eyes. It's a world where you are both a hunter and potential prey. Every centimeter of your body is a strategic object. The back, paws, and especially the belly are zones of incredible vulnerability. To expose the belly is to demonstrate absolute trust, but any touch to it from a stranger is a direct signal to defend. We, primates, express love through hugs, through full body contact. For us, this is a sign of care. For a cat whose ancestor was a solitary hunter, such a touch to vital organs is a potential attack. And so you run your hand along her back, you reach the base of her tail, and her brain, obeying instinct, screams, "Danger!" Your caress at that moment is perceived not as tenderness, but as a predator's grip. So, does that mean touching a cat is always like walking through a minefield? Not at all. We're just trying to enter through the wrong door. The real key to a cat's affection is hidden not on its body, but on its face. The cheeks, chin, the area between the eyes and ears. These are not just places for petting. They are true communication centers. Here are located glands that secrete pheromones, unique scent markers, a kind of molecular passport of the cat. When a cat rubs its cheek against you, it's not just being affectionate, it's performing a sacred ritual. It's marking you with its scent, including you in its clan, in its circle of trust. It's saying, "You are mine. You are safe." This is the highest form of a feline compliment. But how does this invisible chemistry of sense turn a simple touch into an act of deep friendship? When you pet a cat in these right places, you are not just giving it pleasure, you are participating in a dialogue in its language. Your fingers, collecting its pheromones and leaving your own scent, are mixing your signatures into a single family aroma. Look at your cat. Here it comes and headbutts you. This is not just a greeting, it's a request to participate in a ritual of unity. Instead of immediately petting its whole body, try slowly scratching its chin or cheek with your fingertips. You will see how she herself will start to offer the right spots, guiding your hand. At that moment, you cease to be just a large and incomprehensible creature and become a part of her world. You begin to speak the same language, the language of trust and sense. And it is this language that triggers one of the most mysterious sounds in the animal world. We are talking about purring. For us, this is an unequivocal signal the cat is happy. But reality, as always, is more complex and interesting. Scientists have discovered that cats purr not only from pleasure, but also when they are in pain, when they are scared, or even when they are dying. The frequency of a cat's purr ranges from 25 to 150 hertz. Research shows that vibrations at these frequencies promote tissue regeneration, bone healing, and pain relief. Your cat, purring on your lap, is not just enjoying the moment. She may be using an ancient biological tool for self-healing and calming. Thus, this pleasant sound to our ears is another survival mechanism inherited from wild ancestors. But what does this say about our relationship with her? It says that even in the most intimate moments of closeness, we are dealing with a creature that obeys the laws of the wild. A cat living in your apartment is not a broken predator, but a perfectly adapted species that has let us into its world, but on its own terms. Its body is a map created by evolution, with clearly marked green and red zones. The red zones, belly, back, tail, are territories of survival, and touching them without permission can activate defensive protocols. The green zone's head and neck are territories of trust, embassies where we can negotiate using the language of sense and gentle touches. So, a sudden bite during a caress is not a betrayal. It's just a miscommunication, a clash of two different worlds. Ours, built on tactile embraces, and hers, based on caution and sense. By understanding this fundamental principle, we cease to be a source of unpredictable affection for the cat, which at any moment can turn into a threat. We become a reliable partner for her, one who respects her personal boundaries and speaks her language. And then the cat herself will show us where and how to pet her, turning every touch into an act of mutual trust, not a game of Russian roulette. And how does your cat behave? Does she have her own very special forbidden zones, or, on the contrary, unexpected places where she loves to be petted? Share your stories in the comments, because every cat is a whole universe. If you learned something new about your furry predator, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell so you don't miss our next investigations. We've learned to understand the language of touch, but what about body language? In the next video, we'll figure out what each flick of a cat's tail really means. And believe me, its messages might not be what they seem at first glance.